Hey guys, welcome to the channel and another video. Today I'm going to be watching Last Action Hero by John McTiernan, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. As you guys already know, I'm a pretty big fan of McTiernan's work, and I have watched plenty of his films over the years, including two on the channel, Predator and The Hunt for Red October. They were both great. I'll leave a link up there somewhere. Please check it out when you have the time. I've also obviously watched Die Hard. It's still one of the best action films ever. I do have a question for you guys though. Do you consider Die Hard to be a Christmas movie? I was debating with one of my friends, and I'd love to know your views on it. I thought it was more of an action movie than a Christmas movie, but then again, it's set during Christmas, so it has all the elements of a holiday film. I don't know. Do let me know, guys. About Last Action Hero, this is one of the few Arnold Schwarzenegger films that I haven't watched yet. I have seen it running on TV in the late 90s or early 2000s, before I was in my teens, and I do know a little about it. I know that it's a fantasy action comedy movie where Schwarzenegger's character in the movie comes to the real world and meets his real world counterpart. I was told to expect a few cameos, and I do realize that this isn't one of the best received Schwarzenegger or even McTiernan films, but some people consider it to be a classic nowadays, or not a classic, I'd say a cult film nowadays. We'll have to watch to find out and make up our own minds whether the movie aged well enough to be considered good today. But before we get into it, to help support the channel, I have a Patreon page for full-length reviews and reactions to this movie and over 190 movies, 2 TV shows, early access, and weekly polls for what to watch next. You'll need your own copy to watch along. The link's in the description below. Please consider being a Patreon. Please subscribe to the channel. Click that bell icon for instant notifications. Do check out my other videos. Like if you like this video, dislike it if you didn't. With all that being said, let's get started. Last Action Hero, McTiernan, Schwarzenegger. Let's go. I've been watching very serious movies for the last couple of weeks, so I'm kind of looking forward to some good old-fashioned, unapologetic action comedy. And the way the camera zoomed in on a movie theater screen makes me think that this is an in-universe movie. Come to think of it, they don't really make these old-fashioned action comedy or buddy cop films anymore. I wonder what happened to the entire genre. That's quite an entrance for the man himself, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Slater.
You and I've had our little test, but this is the Lieutenant Governor. Slater, here's what I...
The governor gets you home.
Jack, loose the cannon. You put me in a cage for 10 years. Now lose the gun.
The makeup on the actor doesn't look too convincing, and I think that's on purpose, especially around the eyes.
Is that all, sport?
This is so outlandish, man. So stupid. Oh man, I love it. Yeah, and it is an in-universe movie. I wonder whether Schwarzenegger's character gets transported into real life, or the actor gets transported into the movie. Oh, they missed the climax.
Jack Slater 4.
The 4th movie's coming out.
See it before it opens?
Yeah.
Yep. Arnold Schwarzenegger is a real person in this movie.
And so he goes to heaven.
Talk, just do it.
Exactly what I felt the Slater 3 movie.
You killed my father.
Wait, what? They're making a Hamlet adaptation with Schwarzenegger. With a gun in his hand.
You were at the movies again, weren't you? And that crazy old guy's an accessory.
The kid's name is Danny, and he's obsessed with films.
I didn't say, hey, what the hell? Let me see what it'd be like to be a widow before I'm 40. Give that a try.
Oh. His father passed away.
Lock the top lock the minute I close the door, okay?
I mean, McTiernan is doing a pretty okay job in setting up the film and the universe.
Whoa.
What is happening?
No jewelry, no VCR. A shit TV that'll get me 20 bucks.
Your mom says you to go straight home.
Wait, this actually happened? That's messed up. But the kid is still trying to make his way to the theater.
I always wanted to be a magician when I was about your age. Harry Houdini played this theater, and my pop took me backstage to see him after the show.
Is that a fact?
He said, this is a magic ticket. It's a passport to another world.
Like the golden ticket.
What's it do, Nick?
You'll find out.
I never had the courage to find out. I guess I was afraid it wouldn't work. See, I was your age. Houdini was like a god to me. But what if he was faking? What if it did work? Please retain your stub, sir.
We saw a spark.
Jack Slater can't lose. Never has, never will.
We'll explore that statement. What a beautiful house.
I know you Jack Slater's favorite second cousin in the whole world.
Right, the second cousin who's about to die.
We mostly talk muzzle velocities.
Dude, it's Charles Dance.
Mr. Benedict can take you out as easy as cake. He actually believes me and old man Torelli are banding together.
You are gonna pay. Ooh, are you gonna pay?
Jack, listen to me. Who did this? Listen to me. I'm out of here. Frank.
What a way to die. I'm out of here, and then he was just alive long enough to give this vital piece of information to Slater. 5, 4, 3, explosives. Okay, putting everything aside, that was a great explosion. And the typical action music. Oh, the ticket. Something's happening. Oh? Did he get transported into the movie world? Yeah, he did.
Who the hell are you?
I don't know how it happened, but it happened. Yeah, these action pieces they're very cheesy, but I love these explosions. Dude, they're awesome. Yeah, I'm very impressed with the stunt work so far. I mean, this is clearly not a well-written film so far, but it is so entertaining. See what I mean?
This is a movie set. That's how the scenery changed, right?
Schwarzenegger is not self-aware.
Holy cow! I'm in the movie! Nick!
Dude! That was the original T-1000, something Patrick.
John practice your old SOP.
F. Murray Abraham. Holy crap. I've only seen one film starring him, Amadeus, on the channel. Do check that out. It was amazing.
He killed Mozart!
Dude, they just acknowledged it.
Movie?
Amadeus, it won 8 Oscars!
What's your real name?
Danny Madigan.
Where you really from?
355.
Why'd you give him a car?
Meet your new partner.
Better to die.
This kid has been assigned to a real cop as his partner. I mean, what else proof do you need that this is a movie?
You really believe that you're inside a movie, don't you?
Yes!
All right.
Oh, Terminator 2, starring Sylvester Stallone. I can't believe they got Stallone to pose for this.
This is his best performance ever.
Dude, they're acknowledging the rivalry between Schwarzenegger and Stallone.
Look, the point is, there are no unattractive women here.
I didn't even notice. Like, every single woman is like super attractive.
This ticket is magic, and it really works. You think you're funny, don't you?
I know I am. I'm the famous comedian Arnold Braunschweiger.
Schwarzenegger.
Gesundheit. It's a beautiful day, and we're out killing drug dealers. Are there any in the house?
The dialogue, man.
Wait, where are you going?
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Jack, that's him, the henchman with the glass eye.
Sir, are you a henchman?
No, I only go as far as lucky.
It is a glass eye.
Have a nice day.
He had one with the bullseye when he was with his second cousin.
I love how Schwarzenegger's character is a horrible driver in universe. Oh?
Daddy!
Oh, that's his daughter. A son?
What's wrong?
Wait. All right. Oh no. So the kid lost his father and he lost his son. It's all coming together.
He would have been your age.
Can't believe Jack Slater 3 ended in such a sad note.
Hello, Toto.
Benedict is here.
I should tell you that I have killed people smarter and younger than you.
I mean, I can't take any of this seriously at all.
Big mistake.
Of course she knows how to fight. She's Slater's daughter after all.
Lose the guns or I redecorate in brain matter gray. Got it?
Yes! Another cheesy line. Although I'm finding this film very funny and entertaining, I don't think there's too much to say about the cinematography or...
Don't give up your day job.
the actual camera work. It's pretty standard, or I'd even say substandard. I think the kid is realizing that he has literal plot armor, so nothing bad can happen to him, so he's just going straight for the action.
This is gonna work. It's a movie. I'm a good guy. This has got to work. I'm a comedy sidekick. It's not gonna work.
I recognize this. That's straight from E.T. Another reference.
I'll beat anybody else's deal. I gargle and breeze to beat anybody else.
Is that how it works? You just touch some wall and you go through it? So will Benedict go into the real world? That'd be interesting.
Just say this one word.
I don't want to say it.
You can't. You can't possibly say it.
Say what?
Because this movie is PG-13.
You can't swear.
And I kept getting involved in these crazy adventures. The craziest part is, I kept surviving.
Dude.
Jack.
Is he becoming self-aware?
My ex-wife just happily remarried. She never calls.
It won't just be a bomb. I mean, we've already had a dozen explosions in this movie.
Fantastic explosions, by the way. Activated the bomb by pulling a finger.
They're gonna take out the Hortarelli mob. We got to stop it.
Oh man!
Sorry, Jack.
Just like the kid predicted.
Man, are you an idiot? You made the classic movie mistake. Don't explain so
Oh my goodness.
You were just fired. You would have won. But no.
You're preaching to the choir, man.
You ain't no genius yourself.
He did the exact same thing.
Fart goes off in 7 minutes.
The fart goes off in 7 minutes.
No more words.
Whiskers!
Get me out of here!
My God! This man's not dead! Look, elephant!
Yeah, although it's like super entertaining, none of these characters have any agency or not even a sense of realism to them.
Go, 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 go!
Gas pack. Oh, that was a little anticlimactic.
Deadly.
Silent but deadly.
What is this, Splendid? First you're my friend, now you turn
a 180.
360 on me.
Not a 360.
180, you stupid spaghetti slurping.
Oh man. And Vivaldi's dead. I knew he was the main villain. He had way too much screen time. Slater does know how to make an entrance. Oh, dude, he disappeared into the wall. I mean, into the real world.
But if I go, how do I get back? My hand, it really hurts.
Things work different here. You are gonna die!
That was fantastic.
Damn it, it hurt.
You're lucky you're still alive, you dumb idiot!
Hey, dead.
They always look dead, like in Die Hard.
Die Hard.
I just found out I was imaginary. I mean, how would you feel if you found out that somebody made you up?
And he just accepts it.
Benedict's here too, and he's got the ticket.
That madman with the glass eye?
He's actually heading home. His mom will be pissed off.
Where have you been?
Hello, Mrs. Madigan. Arnold Braunschweiger.
Take your shoes, man. Come on, we got first.
What is he thinking?
No screams?
I think he's figuring out the real world. The fact that you can actually get away with crimes, unlike in the movies where the bad guys always get caught. No cops.
I have murdered a man, and I want to confess. Hey, shut up down there!
I love how New York is being depicted. It's pretty accurate.
Have you guys been up all night?
Why didn't you tell me that Jack was a cop?
And what is this business about going to the movies at midnight when you knew your mother would be worried?
I'm the only witness. You know, like the kid in the movie with Harrison Ford?
Like the movie Witness?
What's that?
Is Vivaldi?
Mozart.
Oh, it's Mozart.
The guy in practice killed?
That's right, Jack.
The possibilities are limitless.
Dracula, another film I reviewed on the channel. Do check it out. It was really good.
You can have complete freedom to do whatever you want.
Is he bringing in villains from other movies just like Slater said?
And you'll never have to go back to this film again.
It's the villain that killed Slater's son. Holy crap, that's really Arnold. And his ex-wife, like then-wife.
This movie, we only killed 48 people, and compared to the last one where we killed 119.
Oh man, that was funny.
Did Nicholson show up to the premiere Batman dressed as a Joker? I don't think so.
Chevy Chase and one of the Wayans brothers and Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Everybody down!
I mean, they were obviously using a body double, but it's so well done.
You know, you're the best celebrity lookalike I've ever seen.
I don't really like you, all right? You brought me nothing but pain.
Hey, Jack. What can you?
Dude, this is actually probably the best bit of writing in the entire film. He couldn't save his real son. Now he's going to have to save his surrogate son in the real world.
I'm getting bored. Why don't we just skip to the end?
Okay.
Danny, trust me.
I can't go with Jack!
Benedict is still alive. I just remembered.
Will the morgue suffice?
Oh, there he is. Conveniently shows up even in the real world.
And then we'll all I'll have a christening for Rosemary's
Rosemary's
Baby.
Baby, dude. I just watched Rosemary's Baby before this movie.
I shall miss you, Jack.
He forgot to reload.
Did you make a movie mistake? You forgot to reload the damn gun.
I just left one chamber empty.
Oh, that actually surprised me.
No sequel for you.
Shot him right in the eye. Just so you guys know, I know The Seventh Seal is a really famous film, but I haven't watched it. Dude, it's actually Death, I think, from The Seventh Seal. That's Ian McKellen! Yeah, I think I figured it out already. They tore half the ticket, right? So if half the ticket is missing, the other half is still with that Nick character. Yes. Somehow Death is here for some reason.
Help us. You gotta get him back. You can do it. I know you can.
If I were you, I might be looking for the other half of the ticket.
The other half of the ticket, exactly. But how does Death know about the ticket? And he just finds it.
Anybody see Slater?
Again, this makes zero sense. Nick didn't even play the movie and somehow Slater's back?
I'm just an imaginary hero, Danny. You have a real life.
I'm scared I'm never gonna see you again.
Whoever thinks that will be making a big mistake.
I think they're trying to go for a magical movie moment, but I don't think it's panning out.
Damn it! Where in the hell have you been?
I am the hero, so shut up!
It really does work.
The ticket's yours, Danny.
Ah, that was a fun film. Screenplay by Shane Black, did not know that. I guess it was a good movie, but I don't think it was amazing by any means. It was fun. It was entertaining. It was unapologetic in what it was trying to be. I did have a good time. Okay, I took some time to collect my thoughts. First off, I did have fun. There are no two ways about it. The direction by McTiernan was serviceable at best. The action and set pieces were pretty well done. The explosions were fantastic, one of the highlights for me. And the one-liners and quips, they were pretty funny and memorable if you ask me. That being said, the story was so outlandish that it didn't work in my opinion. It felt all over the place. The soundtrack and score were pretty forgettable. The acting overall was subpar, and I don't think the film had too much to offer other than the novelty of the premise. I did feel like it was a missed opportunity to a certain extent because the premise itself was fairly interesting, but the overall execution of the premise was very poor. It was a lot of fun to watch though. I mean, you saw me laughing a lot. Let's start with the script by Shane Black and David Arnott and the directing by John McTiernan. To be totally honest, this was the weakest directed film I've seen for McTiernan and also the weakest script I've seen from Shane Black so far. I guess the filmmakers had an interesting idea they wanted to convey, but as I just said, the execution of that idea was all over the place. The story didn't have too many big twists or surprises. There were definitely more than a few callbacks to earlier moments in the movie, like the climax, which was almost exactly the same as the end of the third in-universe movie, John Slater 3, or how the rules of the movie universe differ from the real world. That was interesting. I wish they explored that type of stuff even more instead of, you know, just absurdity, for lack of a better word. There's also a lot to like about the film, like the constant humor, the one-liners, the million different references to other movies, and the fact that they actually got F. Murray Abraham to betray the main character and join forces with Vivaldi, another famous composer. That was great. I also enjoyed Charles Dance's Benedict and how he was set up as the main villain despite being introduced as the henchman and eventually getting his own henchman later in the film. That was brilliant. I also enjoyed the action, but mostly the explosions. The explosions in the first half of the movie, oh, they were excellent. They looked and sounded very convincing, and I also like the fact that they acknowledged all these great explosions in the movie. The action sequences were also fairly well done. I'd say that Arnold did a lot of his own stunts, but I did see his stunt double in quite a few shots. I think it was intentional by the filmmakers. I'm not too sure. Do let me know. Speaking of Arnold, his acting here was fine. We know that he's clearly not the best actor in the world, but he can play a convincing action hero. I'd say his acting was pretty okay compared to his other work, but not more than I probably would have expected from him. But the other performances I did feel were a little subpar, especially from the actor playing Danny, the main co-star here. I don't know his name, I have to look it up. I thought his performance was pretty unconvincing, and I don't think his character had any depth or agency to him. McTiernan tried to work in a surrogate father-son relationship subplot in there somewhere, but it didn't work in my opinion. It was funny how they completely neglected Slater's real daughter. Even when he got back to his real world, I mean the movie world, who cares about his daughter? They're fine, they're doing fine. The climax of the film was just as absurd, with frequent breaking of the fourth wall. It was entertaining to see, but it made almost zero sense. The thing is, absurdity works when you have established rules for the universe you're setting your movie in, but it felt like the filmmakers were making it up as they were shooting the damn thing, if that makes any sense. What I did like about the third act were the crazy number of cameos from so many different stars, including Arnold's then wife, Maria Shriver. That was surprising. The film ended exactly how I expected it would, with a thick layer of plot armor for all the good guys and the bad guys getting killed. I wouldn't have it any other way though, but I wish the execution was better than this. Average writing and directing, in my opinion. The score was also very forgettable. It sounded like they took tidbits from many different films and they just mashed it all together. If that was the filmmaker's goal, then they succeeded, but I don't think any of it was memorable at all. The sound design was better than the score, but nothing to write home about. As I have talked about my criticisms extensively already, overall, Last Action Hero was a very entertaining but poorly executed film. Although the writing was pretty funny, the story was too absurd to make any real sense. It was inconsistent within itself. The performances from the actors were subpar. The music was unremarkable. But on the other hand, the absurdity was so bad, so bad. I think it worked on some level when certain films are so bad, they just become good. But apart from the premise of the film, I don't think it has too much to offer. Although I do believe that films like this have a place in film history. I wish more movies like this were made, but they aren't. I'd recommend this film if you're looking for a good laugh for 2 hours without having to use your brain at all. As for the question I asked at the beginning of the video, has this film aged well? The answer for me is a 50-50. It'll work for some, others will think it's pretty bad. Personally, I don't think it was a waste of my time. Anyways, thank you for watching. I have a Patreon page. Considering being a patron, subscribe to the channel. Click that bell icon for instant notifications. Do check out my other videos. Like if you liked this video, dislike it if you didn't. I will see you in the next one. Bye.